He was a guy that came up through the Met system, and we thought he was going to be a star that first year, 33 doubles, 19 homers. And then, he's 2 years removed from hitting 32 home runs. For whatever reason, he did not become the savior in New York. I thought that him going to Pittsburgh and no longer having to be compared to Lucas Duda, no longer having to be compared to David Wright or compete for playing time with Duda would be a new start for him, a fresh start, and that he would flourish there. Obviously, that didn't happen. But I think what we do know about the guy is that he can be a productive offensive player against right-handed pitching. Is he going to be a 20-homer guy against right-handed pitching? Is he going to? But I don't know about that. But he did slug over 400 against right-handed pitching last year, and I think that's the way the A's look at guys. Not what his weaknesses are, but how could we slot him into a role where he helps us? And I think it's going to be great for Ike Davis. I think first of all he's going to love being part of that clubhouse, and I think also he's good because everybody plays, everybody contributes. And I think he knows that the A's are so good at what they do, they'll find a role to put him in position to succeed. Well, it's always interesting to watch how Billy Beane puts together a roster. I think you can't look at Ike Davis or Billy Butler, or they claimed Alex Hassan off waivers last week and released him a couple of days later when they were able to get Billy Butler. I think you have to wait till opening day and see the whole mosaic. But what it tells you is that Billy Beane sees in Ike Davis a guy who has value against right-handed pitching. He is not productive against left-handed pitching at all. And so the way the A's have done business the last couple of years is you acquire all the first-rate pitching you can get. You don't shortchange yourself on pitching. And then you sort of figure it out with platoons all over the place. So I can see a role for Ike Davis, maybe spelling Billy Butler at DH, maybe spelling Moss at first base. But essentially what it's telling you is that they see a value in this guy. And I think Billy Beane's track record is so good. For instance, a guy like Jesse Chavez, who'd been waived a couple of times, they thought he could contribute to winning, and he did that last year. So we have to see how it plays out. But what it tells you is Billy likes Ike Davis in a certain role, maybe not an everyday role as perhaps the Mets and Pirates tried to project him, but in a role.